Previously on They See Me Rollin'. I've got some sandwiches here for you.
Okay. I take my bag and I fill my bag.
We are an anti-monarchist group. We would prefer that the people decide who represents them.
Are you saying we let the peasants decide who's ruling them?
Yes.
You are nuts.
I need you to deliver this to the village inn. When you see her, you will say, "My compliments to the tailor," to which she will respond, "He's known for his handiwork." And she takes the package from you. There is a tree outside of the town with the Blazing Dusk logo, which is a red circle inside of a black square. And I need you to drop this package off there. And she grabs you an even longer than normal cylindrical object.
This was easier than I thought.
I put the package down.
You hear a voice shout, "Stop right there!" Alright, so when we left off, you guys were standing at a tree with a, what was it, a dual-ended dildo?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, and a guard said, "Stop right there." And coming right up behind him is a carriage, and it has got 4 other guards in it. There's one driving, there's one sitting shotgun, and there are 2 at the top of the carriage. Both of them, you see, are armed with crossbows.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing this evening, officers?
Oh, I'm doing great. You're under arrest
For what?
Wait,
for being members of the Blazing Dusk.
The what?
The what?
the who?
Yeah, that's exactly
The
what
where?
members of the Blazing Dusk would say.
The why?
No, not the Y.
The
That's stupid.
YMCA?
It's fun to stay there, you know.
It really is. Officers, you must have mistaken us for
mistake.
somebody else. We're just friendly
No.
adventurers hanging in the woods with our lovely cylindrical floppy object.
All right, then you would have no problem handing over the object to us.
Officer, this thing has been used.
We just said we were having a fun time in the woods with it.
Officer, this has been in all of our orifices. Do you really want to just grab onto this?
I've got gloves.
And that's good. I'm glad that you're practicing safe dildo handling.
All right, here's the deal. You hand it over, and we cuff you, and you go to jail. And that's it. That's the deal.
That doesn't sound like a very attractive offer.
Well, the other option is we kill you.
That sounds
Grading on a
worse.
curve.
That seems like that seems like excessive force to me.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? It's the king's justice.
So how many of these guys are there?
There are a total of 5. The one you've been speaking to is the one who told you to stop right there. The others haven't said a word yet.
Officer, I'm a fine, upstanding citizen of the land. You can't do this to me. I'm white.
Yeah, just play that. This is because I'm a tiefling, isn't it?
Goblins are used to it. We're basically considered categorically evil.
I'm
Well, you are categorically evil. It says so in our little monster manual here.
I mean,
that just shows the systemic racism of the law enforcement agencies.
Okay, guys, I think we need to go in a huddle. So
Okay.
we huddle down.
hey guys.
Hey guys, should we try and take them, or should we get arrested?
Whatever.
I've got like 2 spell slots, so I don't know.
Whatever we choose to do, I'll support you.
Oh, I'm the well.
Well, let's see. How fast can we run?
No, probably not as fast as a horse.
Could we kill the horse and run?
We could straight up kill them, but they're city guards, and that would be against my.
We're in the woods, though. We could hide the bodies.
Again, I'm not listening. I can't hear you say that.
I'm out of spell slots, if that's worth noting.
I think we have to surrender, guys.
And do you have any paper clips or something that we can swallow to like pick the locks once we're captured?
We'll figure out a way. Justice will be done.
Can I swallow like a crossbow bolt to regurgitate later as a weapon?
You can swallow the dildo.
I don't know. That's a big dildo. That's bigger than my stomach.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Maybe. Wait, guys. I have an idea. All right. I break out of the huddle as a officers. Could I interest you in some sandwiches?
No, thank you. We're well fed.
I still have a dead bug in my pocket.
So, like, being a city guard, that comes with a lot of benefits, I bet. Like, do you get dental?
What? Yeah, with being a guard, yeah, we get all benefits. We're state employees.
Yeah, cool. Do you what do you have to go through to become a city guard? That sounds like a sweet gig.
Arresting dumbasses like you.
I mean, like, what's the application process like?
All right, guys. Apparently, they're resisting arrest. Let's get them.
All right,
I'll be arrested. I'll be arrested.
I throw down my staff and I lay down on the ground with my hands in the air.
Looks like you made the right decision.
Skumk lays down on the ground with his hands somehow still pointing at the sky, like he did something weird with his joints that maybe goblins can do.
Skumk is very flexible.
That maybe goblins can do.
Maybe goblins can do it. Maybe just he can do it. Who knows?
Well, I guess he would know, right? All right. So what did Coen do? Did Coen lay down?
Coen doesn't lay down, but he puts his sword down.
Skumk doesn't like to compare himself to others.
So 3 of the guards get behind you and start binding your hands together in chains. And 2 of the other guards pick up your weapons and head back to the carriage and throw it in a little storage compartment. You guys are taken and placed into the back of this carriage. Not gingerly, they're very rough with you. They just have no truck with criminals, particularly, it seems, suspected members of the Blazing Dusk.
I wonder how word got out so quickly.
You are inside the wagon, and you just feel the ground beneath you start bouncing as the carriage moves towards your ultimate destination.
So is it pitch black in here, or can we see out?
Oh, it's pitch black.
Oh.
The only light no, it's dark outside, so yeah, there's no light.
I'm going to search for some kind of way out. If they built in a secret trapdoor in this carriage, it seems very likely.
I would like to
May as well have a look.
I would like to examine my cuffs.
You want to examine your cuffs? Okay, they're behind you.
Oh, well.
Do the old jump over your legs.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're gonna try to bring the cuffs underneath your legs,
yeah,
like bring your legs through them.
Pull my legs up to my chest and like wiggle my hands out over them.
That sounds like an extraordinarily difficult move.
I've done it before.
So let's go ahead and have you roll a dexterity check on that.
I've done this before in real life. It's pretty easy.
I don't think it'd be so easy for a tiefling.
Yeah, but like,
because bear in mind, a tiefling has a tail.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Wait, can I feel the cuffs with my tail then, and like examine them that way?
You do what with them?
I can feel the cuffs with my tail and just like examine them. You know?
Oh, you want to feel them with your
Yeah, through touch.
Yeah, they are. I can tell you, you can feel them. You can feel these are iron chains, giving you about a foot's worth of slack between when you pull them apart. There's 2 locks, one on each wrist.
Okay, what kind of key does this require? Is it like a big skeleton key or
small chain keys?
I gotcha. Telling you, I should have swallowed a paperclip.
I'm gonna start singing a prison song.
All right, let's hear it.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Nope, I'm sorry. Coen said he was going to sing it.
Yeah, but I couldn't think of one, so that's perfect.
But those
going,
people keep
butter.
rolling, and that's
You can
what
sing any song, just
tortures
pretend it's a prison
me.
song.
Oh, Lazarus.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
You
See
got to
how
go.
they shine.
Coming forth to
See
carry
how they
me
shine for
home.
you.
You
This is
got
great
to
radio,
go
Yellow.
guys.
I hope this
to
gets
that
into the podcast.
lonesome valley. You've got
All
to
right.
go to that lonesome
So
valley.
you guys attempt to do absolutely nothing.
No, I have a look. I try and feel my way around the cart with a perception roll. Perception roll of 15.
Are we like
The perception is that there is a small sliding door, like very small. It's to your right as you're seated, and to the left of you is the large door with which you entered. And when you entered and they closed it behind you, you could tell that they slid crossbars across the door. So it's these two bars that lay like X's blocking the doors
Sure, on the
from
outside.
opening.
So this
So-
small sliding door that I feel it's locked. Yes.
No, that's actually not locked, but it's not even a door. It's just a sliding thing so that you can see the people in front of you. It's just a barrier between
It's a part.
where you are inside the wagon.
It's like a
and
partition.
the people driving.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, it's
gotcha.
partition.
Okay, so this cart we're in, I assume it's made out of wood.
Yes.
Could we burn our way out?
We could.
You
burn
might kill
ourselves
yourselves in the
alive.
process.
I'm a tiefling, so I'm fire resistant.
So you'll be
Well,
fine.
are your friends fire resistant?
I don't know. They can scooch to one side, I guess. Maybe.
We'll be fine.
All right, just to let you know how you're seated, Coen is opposite both Jelly Butter and Skumk, since you guys are smaller, sort of, than him. And so the large door would be to your right, whereas the large door is to his left.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to do this the thinking man's way. And Coen is going to charge at the door at full speed and try and break it open.
All right, go ahead and do a strength roll on that.
You're gonna
I
break
am.
through 2 iron bars.
Alrighty.
Yeah, let's make this an athletics check.
I rolled a 23.
This is in the Olympics, I think, right?
All right,
Sure.
You rolled a 23, but that's not enough.
But do I
made
hurt
this-
myself and look ridiculous?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, good. That's the important part.
You get as far back inside that thing as you can, and you run, and you actually manage to jump into the door just as you bounce. The floor bounces, giving you like extra power, and you slam your body against the door, and you feel it give a bit. You hear the wood crack a little, but it slams right back into you, and you fall on the ground with a thud.
Nice.
And your hands are now behind you in an awkward position, and I need you to take 1d4
My
damage.
head.
You took exactly one damage.
Yeah.
Cone Skump, what are you wearing right now?
Armor.
Just some rags.
Literally, he's wearing rags. That's all he's
Yeah,
got.
I made it myself.
Yeah, he's got a hand towel covering his junk.
It's made out of a bunch of discarded hand towels.
Do
I worked at a dry cleaning place before this.
I have a cloak? Could I drape that over? I've got an idea. Could I drape that over Cone and Skunk if they like huddled together?
No, you'd have to be able to take it off.
We could make a fort.
All right, guys, time is running out.
If I can't burn my way out, could I freeze my way out?
Dude, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying you don't want to hurt your fellow guys, do you?
I mean, I would prefer not to, but you know they can take a few hits.
What if you
right?
try? What if you try freezing that door and then I'll run at it again?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, let's.
Let me tell you, the door isn't the problem.
Wait,
You might be able to shatter the door, and then you'll have to jump through the bars.
I have
Are
an idea.
there
Wait,
maybe any boards or
Wait.
sticks that are sticking out that
Wait,
we could
I-
pull up or
I have.
out of the...
I just remembered. I have Mage Hand. Could I use that to slide the bars out of place?
No, because Mage Hand can't exit the room that you're in.
If I break open the door, then I'd be able to see the bars, right?
Yeah, if you can break open the door.
So I missed this. There's a door and then there's bars.
Yeah, there's two bars in an X formation, keeping the door closed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, those
if
bars, yeah.
if we broke the doors, we could move the bars after that, or I could use Mage Hand and move the bars.
Sure.
Want to try that? Okay.
What if I try and punch through it with my head?
Do you want to do that? You want to take some more damage? All right.
It's worth a try.
I don't know. Like, it's between you taking damage and me expelling like the spell slot.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. I cast chromatic a chromatic orb at the door.
Oh wow.
All right. I hurl a 4-inch diameter sphere of energy at a target I can see within range, and I choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder for the type of orb I want to create. And then I make a ranged spell attack against the thing.
So you're doing a ranged spell attack against a door that does 3d8 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. Which one are you going to use? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder?
All right. I could either use cold damage and try and freeze the door, make it brittle, and then we could bust through it easily, or I could try thunder damage, which
I'm
might
thinking acid.
Acid is good. That's right. Yeah, okay, I'm going to choose acid. All right, Skumk and Coen, I would suggest moving to the far side of the cart.
Yeah, all right.
I try to salute, but because my hands are tied behind my back, it doesn't work. And so I just do that. Move to the back of the cart.
You rolled a 13.
13.
That's more than enough for the AC of a stupid door. So go ahead and roll your damage just for giggles.
All right. 9.
Wow, dude. Wow. A 9.
Yeah.
That's a weak-ass roll. All right. Your little orb floats towards the door, and it splashes once it hits the door and creates a small hole. Well, spread all over. It's not like a nice, clean circle. It's large enough for you guys to jump out of. However, you see the steel bars in front of you like an X, making it a little bit more difficult.
Well, can we move those now?
You can try to mage hand it, but without knowing how the mechanism of how they're there, it may not help you.
Can I stick my head out and look to see?
Yes, absolutely. You can stick your head out of a hole.
I can stick my head out of a hole. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll look to see how these bars are attached to the cart.
What you see when you look left and right and up and down is that there are 2 hinges on the bottom where the bars originate from. And then the bars lock into place on the top left and top right. You do actually see a locking mechanism. It does require a large key.
Oh.
Now, that said,
Ooh.
if you have enough room to squeeze out, well, definitely Skumk has enough room to squeeze out pretty easily. He doesn't even need to squeeze out. He can just dive out. The Tiefling and Coen, Jelly Butter and Coen, not so much.
I'm kind of fat.
Coen being fat, a Tiefling just being a Tiefling.
Yeah, I've got horns and a tail. That's going to be a bit more difficult for me to squeeze through.
Yeah, you could maybe do it if you could take more of the door out from the bottom.
Can I start kicking the door around where the hole is to try and make the hole bigger?
Can we do this stealthily?
Are there any guards around behind us who would be able to see us?
You already kind of announced your intentions when you ran against the door. So they're going to be a little...
But carts are noisy and bumpy.
Yeah, but because you did the acid one, you didn't alert them.
There
to
are
this
no
one.
guards who could see us if we got out of it?
Yeah, you could see people all around you.
Oh,
Oh no.
that's a problem.
I could cast minor illusion
That
as
is
a
a
distraction.
Yeah, where exactly are we?
You are going through
Now
the
that we can
streets
see
of Waterdeep.
Okay, so if we can get out, we could try and disappear into the streets.
You could try, but you are running low on time.
I'm going to try and kick a bigger hole in the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength roll. You can do athletics if you like.
How's a 25?
25 does it.
Damn.
You kick a larger hole through the bottom, and this is enough for all 3 of you to exit, though not easily.
All right, so I say we go out and run through the streets with our hands and try and find an
Yeah.
alley to hide in or something.
All right.
All right.
Let's do that.
So who's going to be the first one to exit?
I'll do that.
All right. Skumk, you jump out with no problem and just land on the cobblestones, no issue. And you see a bunch of people turn and look at you.
Hi.
And someone yells out, "Hey, what guards? They're escaping!"
No, I'm supposed to
And the
be
cart
here.
stops.
Can I make a bluff check?
Run! We all...
All right. You guys aren't out yet. The cart has already stopped.
I'll start running.
Yes, do that.
Is there like a nearby alleyway?
There are alleyways kind of all over. You're in the middle of a downtown area. But if you run, you're leaving your friends behind.
But we're all... we would come out straight after him and try and run as well. Like, we're not all going to sit there and watch him talking to somebody.
As soon as he landed, that's when he yelled. Like I said, it's going to take
And
you...
as soon as he landed, Jelly Butter will get out.
Hold on. One.
Yeah, but it's going to take a bit for you and Jelly Butter to get out. So what I'm saying is, by the time you guys are out, the guards will have gotten to you.
Here's what we could do. I could cast minor illusion on the hole, make it look like the door doesn't have a hole in it, and they stop the cart, open it, and we bolt past them.
We're now tied up and we have no weapons.
Skumk is in the street in chains, and you guys are inside the cart with the cart stopped, chained with a hole in the cart. Now, if you guys exit the cart, by the time you exit it, they're going to be around you.
I don't really see what other options we have at this point.
Keep trying to run, I guess.
I think we're overthinking this. I think we just got to go for it. We've already we committed to this plan.
Yeah, we've committed. We got to try and run.
Exactly. We committed to this as soon as we burn a hole through the door.
Yeah. We can't just...
Basically, Skump gets out, the next person gets out, and the next person gets out, and we run. That's what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
I could just crawl back in the hole if you want.
And then
We pretend it never happened.
I just fell out.
officers, I'm turning myself in.
I just leaned against the door, and here I am.
And this hole burnt through it. It was crazy, I tell you. All right, Coen, do you want to go or me?
You go next.
Okay. All right, I try and shimmy my way out of the hole.
All right? You shimmy your way out the hole, and you hear someone say, "Blimey, another one, and that one's a tiefling." And then you hear another one that yells, "She's a witch!"
I'm not a witch. I'm a sorceress. There's a difference. That's racist.
"She's a stupid witch!"
You're pretty stupid if you think a sorcerer and a witch are the same thing.
And someone else yells out, "Make Waterdeep great again!"
Yeah, I got a wall for you right here, buddy. And imagine I try to just hold my crotch, but I realize that my hands are cuffed behind me and I can't.
Behind your back.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing, Coen?
I'm shimmying out too, and then running as soon as
All right.
Jelly
You
Butter
shimmy
is
out,
out of the road.
and as soon as you land outside, the two guards, who are the one who's driving and the passenger, are upon you on either side of you. So this is when you break off running.
I've already run off into the crowd.
All right, then I need you to do a hide. So it's going to be
A stealth check.
dexterity stealth check, I think.
10.
You run into the crowd, and someone yells out, "Hey, the little goblin just ran right here. He is right here," pointing at you.
Hi.
I have an idea. Could I cast a minor illusion to help assist our hiding?
I guess so.
To create,
I mean,
like
we
a-
haven't established the fact that you are casting these with your hands behind your back.
It's fine. You know, I'm that good, Stan.
Oh, level 1, you're that good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I create a glowing orb of light, just somewhere in the vicinity that everyone can see, and a loud noise.
The audience, the street people turn and look at it and go, "Wow!" The guards, on the other hand, come up and grab you and toss you back into the wagon.
No. Damn it.
And the other one grabs Coen and tosses him back into the wagon.
I say, it was worth a try!
The two up top point their crossbolts at Skumk and say, "Get back in the wagon."
Get back on that wagon, buddy. Skumk, don't split up the party.
Okay.
Skumk then walks back and just
I just
into the wagon,
climb.
no
I
problem.
climb back through the hole into the wagon.
And the lead says, "Well, I guess I'll better sit with them and see what's going on. I'll just make sure they don't hop out."
Yeah, right back here with us.
So,
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
He squeezes in there and he draws his sword and kind of posts himself at the back of the wagon to keep an eye on you.
So,
And then you you feel the wagon start going again. And he looks at you and says, "Not much longer now."
Sam Vimes, tell me, how long have you been a guard?
Wait, what did you call him?
Sam Vimes?
Sam Vines?
Sam Vimes, V-I-M-E.
Why'd you call him that?
It's a reference to something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's really funny now that I had to explain it, Stan.
It was really funny
Didn't even
before.
explain what it was a reference to. He looks at you and says, "You don't talk, especially without using my correct name.
What is your correct name, sir?
None of your business."
Is that a family name or,
Can we call you...
None your business.
None your business?
And he's just like he just like grunts and goes, "Ugh, God."
So,
And
what are you planning to do to us?
planning to lock you up. What do you think?
Yes?
For what again?
For being members of the Blazing Dusk.
I've never heard of that. Is that like a sunset watching group or something?
As a matter of fact, it is, and we just noticed you hanging out at that marked tree.
Well, it was past sunset already when we did that. That doesn't make sense. If we were part of a sunset watching group, it would be at sunset.
Then he goes, "Then maybe you can explain this." And he whips out one of the Blazing Dusk posters that was wrapped inside the dildo.
I've never seen that before in my life.
It's a nice poster. Well printed, I have to say.
Is that like is that a hologram poster? That's really nice.
I don't know what a hologram is.
Well, you see, if you it uses
Considering
refracted
that
light.
you never even heard of a camera or a television, it's amazing that you know what a hologram is.
Well, you see, the Butter family we were known as like witch doctors in our tribe for our ability to create hologram cards, trading cards and posters.
Like a shiny Charizard.
Exactly.
So after a while of him ignoring you, the cart stops.
Are we there yet?
I've got to pee.
Cart stopped, and he goes, "Piss yourself."
What?
And-
You're going to be stuck in here with me, though.
Not for long. And the other guards come around, unlock the bars, bring them down, and they open what's left of the doors. And they, again, 3 of them grab you and lead you from behind into the jail. At this point, you are taken into a small room, and they unchain you. Then they begin to completely strip you.
Wait a minute. I'm not okay with this.
They just take your shit. It's much more difficult with Coen since he's wearing full mail.
I demand my one phone call.
I've got rights.
No, no, you don't. And
I'm a citizen of.
I want rights.
I'm a citizen of Rome. I'm supposed to be tried at Rome.
there's no fucking Rome.
Fantasy robe.
And then after they completely stripped you, they pull out a hose and spray you, all 3 of you, with some high pressure, freezing cold water.
I actually quite enjoy the. I start scrubbing my armpits and tell them to point the hose at certain areas so I can get a better clean there.
We're all extraordinarily dirty.
Yeah, I haven't had a good shower in ages.
And they toss some delousing powder on your bodies, which burns.
My lice.
Oh, my loins.
And then they force you out.
Gird your loins. Gird them.
They force you out, dripping wet and covered in burning powder.
Well,
And
Did they give us some stripy pajamas or something?
yeah, well, when you walk out, that's when they hand you your new jumpsuits. These are gold and white checkered jumpsuits.
oh, these are the ugliest things I've ever seen.
Can mine not fit properly? So I'm just sort of squeezing out
Does-
bits of me are flopping out of it.
Yours fits mostly well. It's not tight against the chest, but it's tight against the belly and not long enough.
Yeah, and so my belly's kind of flopping out over the top.
Yeah, and your girth is kind of sticking out, so that you look like you're kind of wearing a long belly shirt.
This is good. I like this.
Does mine have a hole for my tail?
You just have to break one.
No, yours doesn't have a hole for your tail, so you kind of create it by ripping it out of your pants.
So is part of my ass just hanging out now?
Only if you ripped a large enough hole to where your ass is like showing, then yes.
My pants are somehow too short and my arms are too long. So I have big floppy sleeves that go over my hands and it looks like I'm wearing shorts.
It's a jumpsuit
And on top of that, you've got matching gold and white checkered caps on your heads.
It's a jumpsuit for an orangutan.
And then they take you and they lead you back into where the cells are, and you see a lot of really just downtrodden, not even angry, they're not even looking at you and yelling new fish or anything like that. They're just sitting there looking really depressed, and they take you to one cell where you see there's only one inhabitant, and they throw you in the cell. They lock you up, not even saying a word.
Bye.
Inside the cell with you is your cellmate, a little girl.
Thanks for the clothes.
Well, guys, if we were on the outside, I wouldn't say this, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. We gotta join a neo-Nazi gang.
Is this where we have to eat each other?
I think so.
Figuratively or literally. It's
Literally.
lonely in prison.
I examine the child.
Can you say that in a
like,
non-creepy
I don't
way?
I look at the person that's in the cell with us.
Coen's just walking over to this child and just grabbing her face and staring at her.
No, that is not what happened.
So, what? You just look at this little girl?
Des.
All right, she's a little girl. Looks about
like you walked.
she looks about 10 years old, and she's dressed in the same white and gold checkered jumpsuit. Sees you looking at her, and she's like, "Take a picture. It'll last longer."
What?
I don't have a camera,
What's a picture?
but that's okay.
You don't know what a picture
It's
is?
like a hologram, Jelly Butter.
Oh,
It's like a two-dimensional hologram.
Two-dimensional
crazy.
hologram.
that's crazy talk.
She's like, "So what are you guys in for?"
Playing with dildos.
I killed a man.
You say playing with dildos to a 10-year-old girl?
Yep.
She's
She's in prison. She's seen some shit.
She looks at you like you're crazy.
Hey, we were just strolling through the woods with a dildo, and next thing you know, I'm here.
They don't arrest people for that.
Maybe
Well,
you
then why
don't.
am I here?
What's that password about the tailor that we know?
My compliments to the tailor.
Is that the? I try saying my compliments to the tailor to her to see if.
She looks at you and her eyes get big, and she responds with,
Yeah, my compliments to the tailor too. Your jumpsuit fits your arms and legs length really well.
The thing is, like,
Not look
"Wait,
at
hold
ours.
on. She responds with, he's known for his handiwork.
Interesting.
Cool.
So she goes, so, you're with us. Apparently you're not very good at it either.
Well,
This was our plan all
about as
along.
good as you, apparently, because you're here too.
That's why I said you're not good at it either, huh?
Oh,
So what did you
Well,
get caught doing?
We're just newbies to this.
Yeah.
we're greenhorns.
Okay, so you know we need to escape, right?
Well, obviously.
I kind of like it here.
She says,
Remind Skumk.
It's dank.
It reminds me of a dungeon because of the bars and the dripping, the
well,
bugs.
it used to be a dungeon, so that's very observant of you.
So, you, how are we gonna get out of here?
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you have any ideas?
Well, I haven't done an investigation check on our cell, so let me do that real quick.
Okay. You do an investigation or perception?
Perception. Let's go with perception. 23.
Ooh.
You don't notice anything interesting about the cell. What you do notice, though, is that the guard that's there watching all your cells at this particular time is easily distracted by one of the inmates and another one. He gets in conversations with him and is then not paying attention.
Does he have like a ring of keys or something on him?
Yes, he does have a ring of keys. All the guards have a ring of keys.
Are they armed
They are armed.
with
How
what?
far away is this guy?
The guard is about 20 feet away from you.
All right.
If we were to leave the cell, like, what would be our next barrier? Because we obviously walked in there. How many barriers are there before the
Where the
before
guard
an
is
actual
standing,
exit?
there's another locked door. And then that
Yep.
locked door leads into the room where you were deloused.
How many other cells are there?
There are 4 large cells on either end of the hallway, so making a total of 8.
Question. Does our cell have like a window or something?
Has a small barred window. You wouldn't be able to fit through it.
What do I see out of that window?
When you look outside of that window, you see a wall, a giant city wall.
All right. And on the other side of that is just the regular city, I suppose.
No, it's the outside of the city. I'm talking about the wall that surrounds the city.
Okay, so just on the other side of this wall, we could try. Could we break through this wall?
This wall is made out of solid stone.
Well, chip away at it like 20 years or so with a spoon. We could do this.
So she says to you, "Have you guys haven't been to the magistrate yet, have you?"
I assume we haven't.
Not yet.
All right. So they have to make a trial. It's bullshit, but they have to make a trial. And you have to be seen in front of the magistrate. I think it's then that we should make our move. That's when they're going to open up the cell next. Got it?
Got it.
Sure.
Where
And
are
what would our move be?
Where are they going to take us whenever they take us to see the magistrate?
They're going to put you back inside the cart. The magistrate is going to be near Waterdeep Castle. You're just going to be inside of a room full of people, and that's when you're going to be basically at your best option. Anytime, actually, when they're moving you.
I think while we're in that cart, if we burnt through the floor this time, we could just drop out.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
At that point, the guard turns to you, and he says, "Hey, you new people.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
I just got a special message to. I got to bring you to the front office. There's gonna be a couple more guards here. We're gonna chain you up, and we're gonna take you there real quick. You'll be right back in your cell in no time."
Well, yeah, because we have so much to do, and we've got an appointment in here we don't want to miss.
So 2 other guards then come in. They enter into your cell, and they all chain you back up again and lead you back out to where you originally came in.
Bye.
So without the little girl?
Without the little
with?
girl, yes.
I say bye to the little girl.
They lead you into another room, a small room, and there's this fat, bald man sitting there.
Hi.
And he just looks at you as you're seated, and he says, "You guys are new to the Blazing Dusk, aren't you?"
I've never heard of this thing.
Oh, don't
Don't know what you're talking about.
even
The
try to bullshit
phasing
me.
husk?
Yeah, don't try to bullshit me. All right. Here's the deal. All right.
The shaving
This is-
musk?
Do you want your freedom?
Well, I would like that very much.
There's 2 steps to gaining absolute freedom and getting your weapons back.
Yeah, it's just all I have is a staff. I don't really mess with that much.
Well, here's the deal. It's very easy. 1, admit you are members of the Blazing Dusk. 2, tell us where the headquarters are.
Now, say, okay, pretend for just a minute that, humor us for a second and pretend we have no idea what you're talking about, which we don't. Why exactly are you so, are you so hot on squashing all these guys?
Obviously, you would know as a member of the Blazing Dusk that they're they're anti-government terrorist cell. This is unacceptable.
What have they done though recently to
They have
earn that title?
assassinated very high members of different governments around all of Faerun.
Like who?
They're
Right.
like who?
Yeah.
Like Bob Heartswallower over in Neverwinter. He was their minister of affairs, of other people's affairs. Minister of the state.
I've
their
never
minister
heard
of
of
name
state.
that.
With a name like Heartswallower, he doesn't sound like a nice guy.
That sounds fake to me.
Probably had it coming to him.
Well, obviously I see that you sympathize with them.
No, no sympathy.
we are
I
completely-
don't know who these blazing dusks we
we are
talking about
completely
is.
we are a completely objective, like, neutral party in this situation.
Okay.
We are a member of the Soggy Dawn. We prefer our dawns soggy and our Earl Grey cold.
Here's the
Wait,
all right.
no, we don't. We like our Earl Grey hot.
How much
all
are they
right, with
paying
some-
you? How much did they pay you for the mission you were performing? Or how much
Wait a
did they
minute, pay-
offer?
paying
I
us?
forget.
Shh.
Hey,
Did we ever get paid? Or
Sandwiches.
did we?
Did you say that out loud?
No. I'm asking everyone. I'm asking out of character. Did we ever get paid? And did we agree to do this for money?
Yeah.
You agreed to do it for 150
Have you
gold.
listened to
you
the
were all
podcasts?
excited about it. Yeah, like, have you listened to the show?
Oh yeah. I remember. How much were they gonna pay us?
150 gold.
350 gold? Wow.
150 gold each.
Oh, 150 gold. Okay. All right. Okay.
we still know nothing about this blazing dusk you're talking of.
Let's rat with me for a second, if you will, sir. Why do you want to know if we were members of such an organization, and we were in it for money, and someone else wanted to make a counter offer? What do you think that counter offer would entail?
It would depend on what the original offer was.
That's bad business, though, sir, isn't it?
What could you provide us in the way of sandwiches?
Sandwiches will be provided, and as a matter of fact, you would be offered a very lucrative deal should you side with us.
Just ballpark figure, just throw something out there.
If you provide us with this information, we will give you each
Pumpernickel?
1,000 gold.
That one, could I have a moment to confer with my colleagues?
Certainly.
Okay. So what do you
Absolutely not.
What do you think, guy?
End of conversation.
Like, what? We don't even know these people.
If they don't have pumpernickel, I walk.
Like, we don't even know these people, and it's 1,000 gold pieces each.
We've sworn our allegiance. I refuse to go back on my word.
I never swore shit. All right. Skumk, what do you think?
You can't buy the really good bugs at a store.
But with 1,000 gold pieces, you could like send people out into the wild to get bugs for you.
Well, catching the bugs is half the satisfaction.
You could buy a bug farm, dude.
But then they'd be fat and lazy.
You could be fat and
My
lazy.
decision is made up.
If a bug has lived a good life, you can taste it.
Fine, then what do you want? Then how do you think we should play this?
Eh,
Wait a minute.
We
wait a
know
minute.
nothing.
I don't
Wait
care.
a minute. Okay, he doesn't know where they are, which means he would believe pretty much anything we told him, right?
Sure.
We could give him a location. Doesn't have to be the location.
All right.
You good with that, Coen?
And then they check that location, and then they come back, and there's nothing at that location.
Well, it buys us time.
It
What
sounds
about
like
the
a very
bookstore?
bad plan.
We could
It
tell them
buys
about
us-
the bookstore, but not the real hideout.
No, it buys us time, dude.
We tell them nothing.
It buys us time, though.
We know nothing.
Like,
I
look,
know nothing.
We tell them nothing. They're gonna kick our asses. All right. If we give them some information, if we give them some fake information, they'll at least leave us alone a bit to think.
I say we go with the breaking out plan with the little girl.
No, but like if they go to check out that location, that will give us time to break out. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, but we need to be brought before the magistrate so we can break out.
Doesn't even. Well, they're gonna send us to the magistrate regardless.
Look,
I think
You-
that we could safely tell them about the bookstore, but not
No.
the real hideout.
If we give them a
No.
location, we give them a location.
deniability.
No,
We deny.
If we
deny.
give them the location of the bookstore, even if we do break out, the Blazing Dusk is gonna know that we gave them that location. All right, and then we'll be in hot water with them. So I'm saying we make up a.
I say we keep our
make
mouths
up-
shut.
No, we make up a completely other location that's fake. I don't have to. You don't have to lie, Coen. I can lie for you. It's fine. Your honor will be completely intact.
You do what you wish.
Follow your bliss.
Skumk, since he's abstaining, what do you think?
I don't like to have strong opinions.
Oh, you are useless. You know that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been told.
So, all right. I walk back over to the guy, or whatever, and I'm like, so, sir, if there was an organization that you have described,
All right, stop right there.
yes,
What were the two things I told you to do?
that's
Kick ass.
and take names.
Chew bubblegum.
No. One, admit you're part of the Blazing Dusk. Two, provide us with their headquarters.
I will admit nothing.
And you're not willing to just take one of those.
No.
Sorry, I have never heard of this organization that you're talking about.
All right, bring them back to their cells.
I
We're
read
done
about
here.
it in a magazine once, I think.
The guards pick you back up, and as they're leading you, say, "You made a serious mistake. This is your lives. You are dead. You understand me? You're dead!" This is Stan Ferguson.
This is Trevor Gibson.
This is Ivan Clark.
Jody Doyle.
Flawless.
Good job, guys. All right. Hey, just wanted to let you know that we do have a Facebook group that we would like you to join and, maybe join in the conversations. Also, please listen
Come
to us
on.
and subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher.
Yeah, and
Stitcher.
if you feel inclined at all, please give us a review. All the reviews will help us get more attention on iTunes and be able to be heard by more people, and it would be much appreciated.
Yeah, tell your friends on Twitter, on your D&D message boards, your pals that you D&D with, or whatever games you like.
On Periscope, on the Instagrams and stuff.
We're not on any of those.
Put a
kids are
message
doing.
put a message in the bottle and throw it off a cruise ship. Just have TSMR written on it. And
Have
that would help
ASMR.
us.
Make an ASMR video giving us feedback.
Record
We will
Run
accept
out in the
anything.
middle of the night and just shout out, "Everyone listen to They See Me Rolling."
record 2 hours of you raving about this podcast on vinyl and then sell it at concerts.
It'll get
Dress
back
up
to
in a
us.
suit and on Sunday mornings, very early, walk around the neighborhood, knocking on people's doors and handing out cassette copies of our show.
Tell me,
you
Just
are
like that
a-
guy.
have you heard the good news of they see me rolling?
If
You
you're a
heard the
priest or
good
preacher,
news.
make it part of your sermon.
I think we nailed that, guys.
When you're praying, if you are a religious type, when you're praying, just mention it to God. You might
Just
like
do
it.
that.
Tell
Just
God,
do it.
look, if we
Goodbye.
could get God as a subscriber, like imagine how much our subscriber base would grow out of that.